It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From TD Garden in Boston, tonight, the Boston Celtics taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers. The opening tip won by the Celtics, and we're underway in the Garden. To Horford. From the painted area, won't go down. Sexton. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Irving brings the ball up court. Here comes the screen. Surveys the floor. Irving to Marcus Smart. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Sexton. Here comes the screen. Sexton. Look out, Larry Nance Jr.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs a guard on the next play down the court.
To Irving. Nothing going here on that drive. Irving. To Marcus Smart. Short jumper off the mark. Cavs at the controls. Sexton. He's too good to leave that wide open. Defense has to communicate.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
Scores from the post.
Leadership's greatest values occur in between the lines and not necessarily in the box score. And that's the type of leader that Al Horford is. He's the first all-star free agent to choose Boston in decades. And let me tell you this, the legacy of greatness runs deep in the family. His father, Tito Horford, was the first Dominican basketball player to ever play in the league, which goes to show you why Al has such a great feel for the game.
And the finish at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Cleveland has the basketball. Here comes the screen. Sexton. They'll get it down to Thompson. Tristan Thompson with the slam.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Into the front court, it's Irving. Down just a couple. Down to 5 on the 24. KYRIE lets it go. And count the basket inside. Late heave to beat the buzzer. The first quarter's complete. The Cavaliers with the lead. Second quarter set to start. This is what we like. This game is certainly in the balance.
I really like what I'm seeing. Both teams look engaged. There's some trash talking going on the court. I think this has a making to be a big-time game.
Nothing going here on that drive. Reset here. Let's see what they do. Goes to the left side. Has a chance. Deep two there. Won't go.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
To Irving. Nothing going here on that drive. From the outside, no good. Knight into the front court. 10-6 our score. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Irving to Marcus Smart. You've got to get that one to go. Sexton. Oh, had him going there for a second. Horford. Rebound comes to Sexton. Sexton. Throws it down. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Irving to Horford. Tight space with the crossover. Shot misses there by Smart. Gets it in the left corner. Sexton. A bad pass, and the Celtics have it. Irving. Message received. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Deep three at the buzzer.
KYRIE, that's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1. That's the first foul.
Colin Sexton at the line. First free throw is good. Second and 3 is good.
Time practice.
Off the mark. 2 for 3 on this trip. That's it for the first half. The Cavaliers have the lead.
Thanks, Ed. Let's get right into the action here. The Cavaliers were the dominant team in that first half, without question. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Celtics may be in the building, but they did not show up for this game. There isn't enough time to get into all of their problems, but I'll tell you this, they need to try to get better. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Boston Celtics.
Game track. Field goals.
Here's a team that might just be one or two adjustments away from what's needed to turn things around. They still have time to make up for a lackluster first half.
Player of the half.
Thompson has been incredible around the basket, doing everything necessary to dominate on the boards.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going. We handpicked them for you. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Sexton. That'll get out of bounds off of Irving. Here comes the screen. KYRIE Irving lines it up for 2 with the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket. Simply put, when the ball's in KYRIE Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion, and it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance, and in their mind they do, but in KYRIE's mind, the game is over.
Irving into the front court. His guys trail by 10. Here comes the screen. KYRIE missed it. Not much more you could ask for from the defense there.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots, but the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Now pass taken away by Cleveland.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Tristan Thompson at the line for 2 shots. He wants this number up, 60% career free throw shooter. First try at the line, no good. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. Ball's controlled by Boston. Probing the defense. KYRIE off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Here's Irving into the front court. His guys down 11. Nothing going here on that drive. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Trying to cash in. Bane's shot no good. Sexton. A pass taken away by the Celtics.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort, it's off the charts.
Sexton Down low, Thompson. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Oh, he had him there for a second. Corner three at the buzzer. That ends the third quarter. The Cavs with a sizable advantage. It's the Celtics with the ball as we start this fourth and final quarter. And, Jay, they have got to get something going quick. They have not looked good at all through three quarters.
Well, here's the problem. Guys are out here a little bit lethargic, a little bit lackadaisical, and sometimes great teams think they can just turn the light switch on whenever they want. That's not the way great teams need to operate to win championships. That light needs to stay on all the time.
Jason Tatum, huge block. Boston with the basketball.
Hands up, hands up. Hands
To
up.
Irving. Fires the three. Not going down here.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
To Horford. Runner's good there.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
KYRIE across the timeline. Trailing by 14 to Horford. Here comes the screen. To Horford. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Al Horford at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Shoots it at 75% for his career. One free throw good, so he converts on the three-point play, and the lead down to 11. Sexton. And a pass stolen by Boston.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in the playoff game, it will.
Nice finish at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Number 0, Jason Tatum.
Able to recover with the block. Irving. Cavaliers with the basketball. Sexton. Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up for two.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Irving with the basketball. Trailing by 11. And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. on the first. And he misses the second.
Got this.
The Cavs are victorious as they get a good win on the road. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Cavaliers could not have been more dominant in this game. The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine anyone doesn't come away impressed with how effectively they score their points. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Celtics seemed to lose their edge as the game got out of hand. My advice for these guys is not to watch any TV tonight because it's not going to help them forget about this game. Everyone is going to be talking about this one. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Boston Celtics.
Game track. Field goals.
The Boston Celtics were terrible with their shooting, and I'm pretty sure that's not news to anyone that's out there. What will become news, however, is if their poor shooting starts to create turmoil within the team. The offense looked especially bad in the opening half.
Player of the game.
Tristan Thompson gets the award for the most obvious reason, and that's his scoring output. He couldn't be stopped, and it was incredible to watch.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. We got our top 3 plays for you. Check them out.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.